Good morning, guys. Being followed. Time to do those animal chores and start the week. Today's definitely a Monday. Grandma's feeling it. So guys, it's not a typical Monday here on the ranch. It's actually a solemn day because we had some death occur last night. And that happens every once in a while. It's just part of ranch life, farm life, homestead life. It just happens. There's always lots of new births to make up for those days. But thank the Lord it wasn't a predator or something like that. All right, I'm on camera. I'm throwing that in the corn. Didn't get to run the water over this morning because of all that was happening. I had to take care of that situation, so that chore got done for me. But I did get to overrun the water tower up on the hill, so that'll just have to count. I still got my job done today. Well, there goes my overflowing water for this morning. But anyway, Bo and Luke, our two rabbit bucks. Bo passed away last night. Seemed to be natural causes. Because the day's Monday here for us shooting this video. So yesterday, every Sunday, I do the chores to give the boys a morning off. I do all the chores. And Bo was fine yesterday morning. He was fine when I did my checks throughout the day, looking at him and stuff. He was just seemed to be a happy rabbit and enjoying life. But things like that happen. But Jace, our youngest son, which hasn't been on video on one of these videos yet, he doesn't want to be on video until he wants to. He won't, but he's having a time. He had a time with us this morning because he thought he did something wrong because it was his responsibility, So he was feeling a little guilt there, and I was like, son, you didn't do anything wrong. Just everything has a time to go, and that was his time. So we were just blessed by the good Lord to have a good rabbit as long as we did, and now he's replaced it with another one. We'll just pull one out of our grow out pen out there in the pasture. Save it to replace it when there's offspring. So let's get to some construction. Let's go work on the tiny house, on the cabin up there. All right, guys, let's go. Well, let's get in here in the intern cabin and get cleaned up and set up and start framing a wall today. Get you on the tripod. So we framed up the wall here that runs between the bedroom and the adjacent bathroom. We did most of it on the floor before we stood it up, and then we filled in the remaining area, mostly where the doorway is going to be entering into the bedroom. Then after we got that done, we put a ledger board up on the wall and started putting in the 2x4 ceiling joists, which double as floor joists for this storage loft up above. We went with 2x4 because it's a short span and it's not really going to carry much of a load, and it's not going to have any people up above or anything. It's just going to be a storage loft. So then we took some 5/8 plywood and decked it over to create the floor and the ceiling space up above. Then we did some cleaning up and we decided to put in an electrical panel and pull in some of the wires that's laying on the floor to get them up, protect them from damage while we're doing this work in here. All right, we still had a good day work-wise, even though the day didn't start out good with losing our one of our best rabbits, but that's all right. God provide another one and another one and another one. He'll multiply them. But we got, as you can see there, we got the little storage loft up top. Got the wall framed and door. We just need some drywall, because this wall and these interior bathroom walls right here will be drywall. And I think now they're gonna be a solid gray color, you know, a solid paint, gray paint, a tone darker. We're gonna gray wash this wood here so we can still see the grain. We're gonna try it anyway. If it don't turn out, we're gonna paint it gray too. Never done any white washing or gray washing in this case. We got the plywood up top. Just need some drywall on the ceiling here, which if it gets it, we may just leave it open like this because there's nothing fancy here at a Lighted Path Ranch. All rustic, just a ranch camp. That's all we are. Got some wiring done. Got some tidying up to do on the wiring, but we got the panel in and a pipe for a chase going down for future, and a pipe for the power to enter. Got the wires landed in there to go in there. We just got to tighten them up and strap them and staple them and pull some more wire, do some more drilling and stuff, because we got to run our power up for our lights and all that. We just pulled in what was already in here for the exterior walls and got them into the panel. But now I guess on to something else. Gotta go up to the bunkhouse cabin and inspect the chimney pipe on it, maybe even run the brush down it and clean it and get it ready, because we got winter freeze advisories for the night and tomorrow night, so got to go get with it. Let's do it. All right, time to climb up there and clean that chimney, or check it at least. Get a screen and put on here to keep the birds out. Have to keep catching them. Need a screen to put on here in the summer to keep the birds out of there. The only problem with them is claws. Closed up in there? Close it up. Yeah, make sure it's closed. They can dry and pull the stuff up in here. Let's see. I think we're good. Last time I cleaned this, I went 2 years and got very little soot out of soot, and this ain't. We burn only hardwoods. We don't have any softwoods really here, so it just got cleaned last year, so we're good. Ain't but a little bit of soot in there, fellas. You know, I've been missing my blue dikes. You know, I've been missing my blue dikes for a long time. Guess where they've been at? Been laying up here on this roof where I put the antenna on. Been up here so long the handle's about cooked off of them. Put them in the buggy, Jay. That's a bonus right there, blessing. Didn't see that one coming. Give you a little look round while we up here. That's the shelter over there, or underneath that room on top is the shelter, storm shelter. It's a wood shed. The side 40 pasture where the sheep are currently. Back there, right there in those trees in the shade is the little tiny house cabin, intern cabin that we're working on. It's what we call the green field. Never mind that junk over there. We have to store stuff somewhere. That's the green field where we grow our meat out, rabbit meat anyway. You can't see through the tree hardly, but through there is the barn. Back around to where the shelter is. So all right, guys. Mama got her walk-in, evening walk-in, so the day's complete. We'd like to thank you guys for watching, and if you would, like and subscribe and share with your friends, and just remember that Jesus loves you. God bless.